Welcome to Past, Present, Future, the Full Circle podcast, where we ask questions that nobody else wants to ask, but that you want the answers to. Please subscribe, share, and drop a comment so we know you were there. Past, Present, Future, episode 31. So we're here with a special guest, as always. So we've got Aybee in the building. So, as always, like to go through the structure and we'll get into the past initially, but it'd just be great to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself for people that are watching or listening that don't know who you are.
Well, my name's Aybee. I'm an artist from London, Southwest London, East London, both. I'm 23 and yeah, man, been doing this shit for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah,
big things to come, but we can get into that later within the present and the future. But firstly, to tackle the past, started in Belgium, right? So talk me through that. What did that look like growing up to us in a foreign country?
No, for sure. So I was born in Belgium, grew up in Brussels. I wouldn't say grew up because, you know, like how, like when you grow up, it's like the years that matter. To me, I'd say your teenage years and then, you know what I'm saying, and then like your adult life. So I lived there. Obviously, my first language is French. Like, I speak that, you know, at home or with my siblings and whatnot. But I moved from there when I was, I think, 11, I think. Yeah. And you know what? It's actually mad because it was never intentional for us to move. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, it wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie.
What sorts of things were you exposed to in Brussels?
Shit, it's the same as here. It's the same as here. If you're poor, you're poor. If you're rich, you're rich. You know what I'm saying? It's life. It's like, you know, we grew up, you know, like, I wouldn't say, you know what it is? It's like we grew up disadvantaged, but we was all right because my mum had good ways of hiding that, in a sense. Obviously, up until a certain age, then you start looking around and you realize, oh shit, like we're not. You know what I'm saying? We're like, this is peak. And actually, the reason why we moved from Brussels to London is because we got evicted. Like, my mum couldn't keep up with the bills and all the stuff in that country. And then she lost her job. So then she was like, all right, cool, like, let me take my kids elsewhere and let me try it elsewhere. Because, you know, my dad wasn't there anymore. And then she had the whole house to look after, 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, bills and debts that he's left.
What happened with his dad?
My dad passed away. He passed away when I was about 13, I think. He passed away when I was 13, but he left my life when I was 9, 10. Do you get what I'm saying? So like he was with us for, you know, like I get memories of, you know, like things that when he was there for, you know, a part of my life, but then he left. Yeah, like around the age of 9, 10. And then it was like a back and forth thing. Like he'd come back 4 months, then he'd go again. So then, I don't know if you, like African parents, it's like a lot of people is like, yeah, your dad's in Africa, like working or doing this. You know what I'm saying? And my mum, she was working in Europe. And yeah, so he was back and forth for a little while. And then, you know, like it goes from like, oh, when are you coming back? So like my mum saying, oh, your dad's in. I'm like, oh, allow it, man. I don't even want to chat to this guy.
So how did you, given then, I think you branded it as he left when you were around 10, but your loss came into play at 13.
You know what? It wasn't even 13. It was like 12, bro. Because my brother was around 13, 14. So yeah, I was 12. And but processing that is just like, I think any other kids that's lost one of their parents around that age, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, bro. Especially, see me, I'm the middle child. I got my older brother and then it's me and it's my little sister. And me, do you know what it is, bro? It came with a lot of, in the beginning, I guess, resentment. Because it's like, there's so many things I wanted to ask him. Or like, it'd be like, oh, like, and I'm saying, like, so many questions you've got in your head, they're like, oh, I wish I could have asked him this, or I wish, I'm saying, and then comes regret with, I should have maybe, like, picked up the phone that time, or I should have spoken to him that time. Or
what were some of the unanswered questions?
Why would he cut? first one is actually, why would you cut? Because you see now, I'm grown. And my brother's got kids. And there's no way on earth I can see, and I'm saying that there's no way on earth my brother could ever walk away from his kids, from his children, or from his baby mum. Even if, like, there's no way on earth. It's like, why are you having kids with someone and then to dip for mad long? Like, and bro, another thing is when you grow up with a single mum, like, bro, that's like, it's just not enough, G. It's not enough. Like, you need your pops. Like, this is something that I've now understood years later. You need your dad, bro. In many ways. Your mum can't tell you how to be a man. Your mum can't tell you how to, I'm saying, like, how it's gonna be the first time you're gonna go and have sex, or what you should do to approach a girl, or I'm saying your mum can't teach you those things. That's like a man's job. And another thing, it's not in a woman's nature to hold down the fucking household, bro. So so you see your mum struggle eventually. Like, once we got to a certain age, my brother could tell my mum's struggling. I'm saying, like, it was just bait. So, you know, these are the things that affected, man, growing up after, you know, the loss and whatnot. And then what's mad is at his funeral, we found out there were some other kids that he had with this next woman. Like, these two little girls. Like, I think one of them was like, they were young. Like, one of them was 2, the other one was 4, some shit like that.
How did you feel when you found that out?
But my man was, well, finished, like, blown up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm already like going through the process of like, oh shit, like, my pops is dead and this and that. And then it took me going to his funeral to see them for the first time. Do you see what I'm saying? So that was crazy in the sense where it was like, rah. But, you know, men are men. Like, at the same time, it's like, shit, like, I get it, man. Because I ain't gonna sit here like I'm some angel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get why men do certain things, but I think everything should always be done with respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it gets disrespectful, when it's weird, or if it's I think, like, when like, my mum always said, yeah, my mum told me cheating is wrong, but if you cheat, at least be smart. Don't get caught, or don't be disrespectful with it. And so it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like, it's just dumb, innit? But at the same time, it was like, now I've got younger sisters that I don't even know. And then I've only seen them once. I ain't ever seen them again. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, it's crazy. I wanted to, you said that you started to see your mum struggle around 14.
Yeah.
And I was listening to your music earlier and kind of analysing it in preparation for today. And in Miss Me, you were quoted saying, I was paying mama's bills when I was 16. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about that situation.
So now it's fast forward now. 16, I moved out of my mum's house when I was 16. When I say the bar, I was paying my mum's bills when I was 16 because when I left, you know, I met a girl. So was girls, bro. I met my ex, actually. Met my ex and moved in with her, moved out of my mum's. And then I got scouted and started doing modelling. So then, you know, at first when you do artistic things, whether it's music, modelling, painting, fucking a podcast, no one believes in it, bro. No one, like, nobody believes in it because society's built in a way where it's like, oh, those are dreams.
In your situation, who are you referring to there that didn't believe in it?
Everyone, bro. Like, just man's family. Like, everyone. Like, my brother was with it, but at first everyone's like, bro, you're mad. Like, how are you not going to college and you're modelling and that? And at first, it weren't bringing no money. Until it did. It started bringing money. Then it's like, yeah, I can help my mum with bills, or I can help my mum with this. And you know what I'm saying? So it was obviously at 16, that's a great feeling to know that, bro, there's certain things I can help with.
How hard was the decision then to, on this side, you've got your family, or 99% of your family saying, look, I don't believe in it, go to college, and then you've got kind of like this dream on the right side. How hard was it to make that decision?
It wasn't hard, bro, because my whole life I've always been that child. Always. I've always been like, yeah. But it's not even a thing where it's not a thing where I'm telling myself to be like this. I'm just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say I'm just like that, I mean like, not even in a bad way, but it's like, I don't know, man. I've always, when they say like I don't know if it's because I'm the middle child, but I've always been the special child.
Mm.
Like, not special. Special doesn't necessarily mean better. It just means like, I was on my own thing from a long time. Like, I was always going to make my own choices or go, if, my sister and my brother go right, I'll go left. That's just me. So, it wasn't difficult. Because I believed in me. Like, I've always believed in myself, like, with whatever. Like, I've always felt like that. So, it was jarring, yeah, having people saying, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you should. But then you get that your whole life, innit? So, it's like, after a while, you're used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was definitely... But then once it started working, then everyone's like, oh, yeah, like...
How typical do you think that is?
It's so typical, bro. Because it's just like, that's life. That's society. It's not just your family. It's actually people in general. Yeah, if I know right now there's people who support me, but don't believe in me. Because there's two different things between supporting and believing.
What do you mean
supporting could be, bro, like I don't know, man. It could be, I'm gonna repost your thing because I like you, but I don't think you're gonna make it. That's supporting without believing. And I know that there's many people like that when it comes to me and my music, for instance.
How do you think you can tell the difference between the two?
Because you just feel it. I think it's a feeling. I think it's like, when someone's like, oh, nah. Or you just, I don't know, maybe because I've been there, innit? So I know when people are, they're just playing it safe. Like, a lot of people just play it safe. It's like, oh, let's support Easton because it might. But I don't think it will, but it might. And if it does, then I'll look like I supported it. And a lot of people are like that, bro. And I don't really care, to be honest, because I know who believes, and I think that's all that matters. But that's why, look, I came here alone today. Don't need to come with 100 man. Don't need to come. Like, I'll just come by myself and do my thing. And that's how I approach a lot of things in life, bro. It's like, at the end of it, I've got me, bro. God's got me and I've got me. Don't need nothing else. Don't need no one else. Don't care. Like, when I think it's a good attitude if you want to get, further in life, or if you want to get things done. It's just like, just go and do what you got to do. Leave the rest, and whoever's with it is with it. Whoever ain't is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't agree more. I think self-belief is one of the most important things, so I'm 100% with you on that. I wanted to backtrack just slightly, and I wanted to understand, so coming from Belgium, coming into the UK, what was your transition like into school, and like, how were you received?
So, the transition was mad, bro. Because at first, you're coming into a thing where it's like you've got adapt to another mentality.
How do the mentalities differ?
Bro, people judge a lot here. And people do, there's a lot of things what people do that I've always felt like, bro, this is weird. Like, why are people like that? Like, you lot got uniforms and all that shit like that. I'm saying, like, coming in, that's what I'm thinking, bro, like, this is weird. And then, like, whereas back there, and also in Brussels, I don't have friends, I just got my cousins. Because most of them live there. So it's like, bro, there's so many of us. So it's like, I went to school with my cousin. Didn't have brethrens, like, didn't have, so then when I'm coming here now, it's like, I don't know how to make friends, because I never needed to do that. It's just people I've grown up with. So now I was just like, I was a bit of a loner at first. But no one tried me though. No one bullied me, none of that stuff. None of that bullying shit, none of that weird, no. I'm quite, lucky, because my cousins here were already, about whatever they're about. So I was comfortable. Like, it was just more of a thing of like, now coming in and just settling in, and I'm saying, and there's people and that. But it was just, like, adjusting to the mindset mainly. And also teaching myself the language, watching mad films every day, trying to teach myself English. Watching films, talking with people, like, all of that stuff, like. And it's mad, like sometimes I look back and think, bro, I never sat down with no teacher to learn English, ever, bro. Ever. Like sometimes I think, and then now it's a thing where I forget French sometimes. I forget certain things in French, or I'll have an accent and when I'm speaking with my friends and shit.
That's crazy. That's one thing that you said there, which actually correlates to something that you DM'd me when we first spoke, is you said like your cousins were about whatever they're about, you didn't get pressed, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I think you referenced in a DM to me that you were a bit of a street kid. What exactly did you mean by that?
Just street kid, as in street shit. Like, you know, trying to sell drugs, trying to do what your friends are doing, being out, you know what I'm saying, being outside too late, getting into situations.
What sorts of situations?
You know, like, just street situations, as in like, bro, you might have done something you shouldn't have done, and then now you're getting into, you know, into problems, or you might have not necessarily with people. It could just be like you've got problems at home, or like bro, like I remember when my mum found weed like in my room, and like, you know, like just dumb shit, like fucking. But also it builds your mind, innit? It builds your mind for a lot of things. Like I'm very thankful that I was surrounded by people like that, because it helped me a lot in terms of like now, you know, like I feel like I'm a unicorn, bro.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, because it's like I'm the guy that can be with you guys, with
Understood.
like fucking fashion heads in Milan doing fashion week, and on the block with the man them. I'm that guy. Like I can do all three, and I'm comfortable on all three. You can put me in, you know what I'm saying? And that is naturally because of the way I am, I guess. Like, obviously modelling came in quite early, so that opened my mind to a lot more things. That's why I say I got lucky to not really like, I ain't done nothing mad. I ain't got bagged or nothing. I've never been jailed. Like, you know what I'm saying? My brothers, my cousins, yeah, they have, but me, I was kind of more smart, and I'd say like lucky, because it was like, you know, I always got myself out of things, and it was always like my I'd say like my focus would go on something else. So just when I was getting kicked out of school and this and that, then modelling happened. So it's like, right now I'm on some different path. Like, right, all my men them are talking about, right, like, what you doing? Like, right, this gay, like this, that. Well, I'm getting money to take pictures. What are you talking about? Like, you get what I'm saying? And then, and flying the world, seeing mad countries, seeing mad cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like, there'll be certain times you're sharing your room with like this guy that speaks Romanian and that guy that speaks. It's just weird, bro, but this is just what you have to do. And then, because you're all working for the same brand and this and then. And also I liked fashion, so I was always into fashion anyway. And
so at what point did music come in, and how much of a saviour would you say music was from that kind of life that you say you avoided?
Music came at a weird time, because do you know what, bro? I always had music like in the back of my mind, but I never made music. Like you see, music is so weird, bro, because I always wonder, like, how did this even happen? Like, I think my mum used to sing when she was younger, so maybe that's where it comes from. Now that you're asking me, I'm actually thinking that music wasn't a plan. Like, I always knew I'm gonna do something artistic, and I'm gonna be known for it, and it's gonna have something to do with music, but I never knew until, you know, I met certain people, like, and actually started, you know, getting in studio and getting on a Mac and then this and that. That's when you realize, oh shit, I'm actually good at this. Like, I know I'm gonna make it doing this. Like, this is my calling. You know when something's your calling, bro. Like, I was doing well modeling, bro. I did very well. You know what I'm saying? Working for a lot of brands, making money, but it wasn't my passion. It's just something that came out of nowhere. Like, I got scouted in the streets, like someone saying, "Wow, you're for modeling, like, cool, come, I'm gonna bring you in." And then next thing you know, I'm traveling and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But it wasn't man's passion. Like, do you get it? It's just something that happened at the right time. And then, you know, naturally, music came in because I had friends. This is it. You know Aaron Unknown?
Mm-hmm.
Big up Aaron, yeah. This guy's my guy, bro. My guy. Like me and A used to live, basically, I lived in Streatham Hill, he lived on Brixton Hill. So he's basically my neighbor. Do you get what I'm saying? And I met Aaron through modelling. But then, I met Aaron through modelling, but Aaron was already doing music. But you know what Aaron does, innit? He does his music, innit? Compared to mine, it's not the same thing, but we understood each other just on a friendship thing, like, where he's my dog, like, I know what he's on, that's his thing, I'm on my thing, but we can roll though, like, you're my guy, do you get what I'm saying? And so I'd go and buck Aaron every day. Every day I'm at Aaron's house, like, this guy's rapping, we're going to festivals, we're doing this, we're doing that. And then I think I spat a few things and he was like, right, hey, like Aaron he's the first nigga, like that nigga was always telling me, like, bro, you need to rap, like, you look like a rapper, you look like a star, like, Aaron was always on me. And then he brought me, one time he went studio with a guy called TK. But TK, I don't think TK makes music no more, but this guy would have been the next Dave, bro. Insane. I met TK and he was at Shin Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Walked in now, and then it was them lot session. TK, it was TK, Micah, and a few other guys. And then Aaron brought me there. So then boom, now they're doing their thing. I think A and TK was doing the song or some shit, and then Shin was there, done the session now. Then I just asked Shin, like, raw, like, I'd like to, you know, to make music, and then he was like, yeah, and then he said to me, cool, bro, like, here, he gave me his number, and he said, yeah, come back and work something out and see. And then I took mad long to actually hit Shin up, like, I took bare long, but in the meantime, I started recording with a guy called Connor Mulally. He's a singer, great singer. He took me in as well, like, he was just like, yeah, look, you've got the voice, you've got the look, like, I'm saying, and then he started, like, kind of teaching me how to sing and teaching me how to do this and do that. And at the time, he was signed to a label, so he had a lot on his plate. You know what I'm saying? But he would always find time, like, he'd tell me to come to his house and we'd just work. And he'd record a few of my songs that obviously never came out because they were so whack. Like, now, obviously. But
then here we are. And I wanted to ask you a little bit because there's, if we're honest, so many people doing music, whether it's rap, singing, this, that, and the other. So I wanted to ask you and kind of give you an opportunity to maybe get a message across to people that aren't aware of you. Yeah. Why are you different? Why are you special in an artistic sense?
Because I'm a star, bro. I'm a fucking superstar. Like, my music is insane, G.
How would you describe the sound?
Wavy. Like, my music's wavy. Obviously, there's a lot. I've been recording a lot, bro. Like, I have so much songs. Like, it's nuts. So
how long
there's a lot to come
have
out.
You been recording for? Sorry.
Like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to ask you on that point.
A lot last year though. It's like 4 years, but last year we recorded so much. Like, I was signed with this independent label for a little bit, and you know, I had this whole infrastructure of people and stuff, and I spent most of my time in studio for a year straight. Like, literally, like, I'm talking like 4 times a week, 3-4 times. So it's like, but there's so much music that's about to come out, and it's like, you know, like, when you know, it's like, but I know I got it. Like, I know I'm hard, and I know my music's gonna speak volume. I don't feel shy and threatened to say. Like, I don't feel shy to say it. It's like, yeah, cool. Like, up until then, I think I've dropped like 4 songs, but I've been working on myself a lot, and on my artistry, and on a lot of different things. So it's like, now I'm in a point where I'm ready and I'm happy, and I want this music to come out, and I'm in a much better headspace. You know, I had a lot happen last summer, which made me take a step back. That's why I stopped dropping. But I always say that sometimes God makes you step back so you can go forward even, like, further. Do you get what I'm saying?
What happened last summer?
I lost a lot of people. I was close to death a lot. Like, crazy. Like, I'm talking, like, it was weird, bro. It was a weird. That's the worst summer of my life. It was like the worst and the best at the same time because I learned so much. But it's also the worst summer of my life where, once again, street shit. Just a lot of shit happened, and I'm saying, and it was mad, but it teaches you a lot of lessons, and it makes people that were around me at the time. I think it made our bond way stronger, and like, yeah, man, that was a mad summer, bro. When I'm saying I lost both my granddads on both sides, so then I'm saying that my mum going through shit. I'm saying that was hard, and it made me have to take a step back with a lot of things. I got my heart broken. I even forgot. It's crazy, bro. Now I'm thinking about all this shit. Yeah, like I broke up with my ex that I was with for like 6 years. Well, actually, she broke up with me.
Quick one. Our sponsor, the 1994 Collective, are experts in PR and radio plugin. If you're an upcoming urban artist seeking airtime and to scale your audience, drop them a message and let them know we sent you. How hard was that for you to process? And the reason I put emphasis on you is you're obviously very confident, and rightly so.
Yeah.
But for then, I guess the question would be different if you broke up with her, but you made a point of saying she broke up with you.
She broke up with me.
So
bro.
how hard was that to process, given the fact that you are...
It was mad because at the time I was going through better other things, like I said, like losing people. Like, it's probably the worst time you can leave someone, I'll be real. Like, man's losing people, actually watching, like seeing people die. Like, it's not like, bro, like there's 2 events where I actually saw death, like looking at a dead body twice. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'd say, yeah, it's the worst time to leave someone, but bro, it's like, see with that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's her and me, bro. It's like, I don't really want to even like give her too much because now I'm in a much better space. And also, if I'm gonna talk about that, then I also have to say that I've got my own. I fucked up a lot, G. I can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, like got my heart broken. No, poor kid. No, bro. No one cares. First of all, no one cares. Secondly, it's like, yeah, like I did a few, I did wrong, and then I'm saying I've got my part to play.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the way she left, you know what I'm saying, that she did it in a sucker way, I'd say, where it's like, but girls are like that. There's no honor with women. When a girl's ready to leave you, she'll leave you whatever way she wants. There's no honor. It doesn't matter. Like, you're a man. See, men, we like to think a lot with we think women are supposed to treat us the way we treat them. It doesn't work like that. Like, that's what I learned. It doesn't work like that. I would have, like me, I'm saying, when I think about Ra, like the way she left, man, I would have never done that. But women are women, bro. That's it. Women are women. And obviously it was mad for man to process because, bro, 7 years, almost 7 years with someone that you live with the person since you were 16, it's a lot, G. They become like family. So that in itself was a loss. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was mad as well. I'm saying that was crazy, but
you made a point though of saying you're in a much better place now.
Yeah,
so I wanted to
yeah.
ask you, and I've said this on a few episodes, but a lot of the stuff that you read about happiness, contentment, whatever, it's found within the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. So how happy would you say you are right now?
I'm probably 80% happy, or 75, because I'd say 75 to 80% happy.
Okay, what
the 20% is because my music's not out.
Yeah, well, it's perfect. It's perfect. I was going to ask you. So, what do we need to accomplish to see in the future to add that 20% on?
It's just music, bro. I can't wait to release music, and I'm saying get back on my shit. And there's a lot coming, 100%. And we've been working a lot. I've got a new team now. I'm saying, so that's nice. Yeah, man, and bro, you know what? Everything's in the mind, bro. Like, that's another thing. It's like I learned that everything in life is actually just in the mind. With in terms of your happiness, like your brain is a muscle, and just like you say, you have muscle memory. It's the same for your brain. If you're constantly negative, or if you're constantly unhappy, then you can't really be shocked when bad things are happening to you. Or if you're constantly in a space where, I don't know, man, your friend's always negative. But my mum said to me something about a month ago that fucking shook my whole head, bro. She said, sometimes other people's demons can steal your blessings. Like, bro, if you say that one more time, sometimes other people's demons will steal your blessings. Like, bro, that's why I'm by myself now. Like, not when I say by myself, of course I got people, I got friends, but I mean, like, I spend most of my time by myself, G, because I realized that it's true, bro. If you're say, I don't know, your right hand, your best friend is a murderer, and every day you're spending your time with a man that's got this next heavy karma on his head, bro, somehow you got something to do with it. Like, that karma will find you as well. Because it's like, bro, you're technically, it's rubbing off on you because it's a man's energy. And these are the things that I'm starting to understand. Where it's like, okay, cool, I've got to preserve my own peace and my own energy and make sure that the blessings that God is sending me are not affected by the outside world. And that's why I don't really talk a lot. And even coming here, bro, I told my brother, he's the only other person that knows I was coming here today, and I told him today. Like, when I was on, I said, yeah, didn't I tell you I'm going to do? Because it's like, bro, it's better that way, man. Trust me, it's better that way. But when you got good things and when you're going to, the right direction, just, bro, keep it to yourself. Try not to be and don't be too excited either. Don't be so excited. Like, that's another thing. Like, always, stay composed and move forward in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking about excitement, when we look at the future and to kind of tackle, I guess, the career side of things first, so music. Yes. How excited are you for your future in music? And I guess how big do you think it can get?
Well, I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be huge. I don't, it's not even a doubt anymore. It's not a small thought. It's actually, I'm embodying that. Like, it's my reality already. Like, that's how I'm walking into it. And I think it's going to be huge, bro. Like, I'm saying that you're going to be one of those people that you remember, all right, I had Aybee on my thing. I'm saying, and I'll link you and be like, remember I told you? And that's how I'm going in this shit, bro.
What does huge mean to you? Because huge
means things... No, huge to me just means being able to do whatever the hell I want and to live off my art. That's it. I'm not talking about be a fucking billionaire. Or obviously I'd love to, we'd all love to, but at the same time it's like, within God's plan. That's it. It's gonna be huge within God's plan. That's the best way to describe it. Because it's God first, bro. Like, I wouldn't be here without God, and I wouldn't be making music without God. You know what I'm saying? If I was deaf, or if I couldn't speak, or if I couldn't see, you know what I'm saying? So it's all those things, like, and yeah, when I say it's gonna be huge, it's just like because I know my potential and I'm gonna do everything in my power for it to be huge. Like, whatever it takes, I want to do, and there's no other way around it. But like, I try to, like I said, I try to just stay positive and keep that, man, because the best thing is maintaining that. It's actually, someone said to me not long ago, oh, you sound happy, but can you maintain it? And I realized, yeah, shit, that's an important thing. Can you maintain it?
How do you maintain it?
I think with doing things that make you happy, I guess, like small things. It could be if you're someone that likes to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you're someone that likes to eat. If you're whatever, if you've got people, like, I'm lucky to have certain people, special people in my life where it's like, if I speak to that person, I know my mood will change.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I go see my nephews, I know my mood will change. Or if I'm in the studio with Rave till 3, 4 in the morning, this is what we're on. Like, that makes man happy. And you know, those are the things to I think to maintain happiness. It's your mind once again, bro. It's what you feed your mind, bro. You know? And yeah, and also your thoughts, like, you know, controlling those negative thoughts. Because we all have, you know what I'm saying? And I get negative thoughts.
What negative thoughts do you get then? Because I guess there'd be a lot of people. I guess even if I'm putting myself in the chair of someone else who's watched this, they say, hugely self-confident, done modelling, is an artist, is confident he's going to be a star in the future.
Yeah.
And they say, what negative thoughts do you get?
Anxiety, bro. Fear. Like, I'm a human at the end of the day, and I'm not.
Of what?
Like, I think fear. My biggest fear, I think, is not
Reaching your potential.
No. I don't fear that, actually. Like, I was gonna say that, but then I thought, no, actually, no, it's not that. That's not my biggest fear.
What is?
Because I feel like with enough work, you will reach your potential. So I think my biggest fear is. Let me think, man. Losing my mum, bro. That's actually my biggest fear. Like, that's one thing. It's getting to the point where it's basically not making it in time. That's my biggest fear. Yeah, on earth. The rest is God. Like, I fear God first, but I'm saying on earth, the biggest fear is not making it on time. Do you get what I'm saying?
How long do you think you've got?
However long God, you know, allows it to be here for. I don't know, man. I hope another 100 years. I don't know, man. But, you know, because you're already nothing when I'm like, right, my dad didn't get to see none of this shit. My dad didn't see me model. He didn't see me do nothing, bro. Like, I was young. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I think that's definitely a big fear. It's like, yeah, like, I hope my mum can see this. Like, I hope God allows me to do this within time, and I can actually show my mum and be like, look, like, you know, like, making your parent proud is a very important thing, isn't it? Like, I know it sounds so cliche, but
I guess in your sense, though, and what you've kind of pointed towards there with that answer is that you don't feel like you ever accomplished that with your dad, so it's more important with your mum.
Yeah, 100%. I think she deserves to see that, man. That woman's fucking out. But that woman's a superhero, bro. Superhero. Like, you know, coming from where we come from, the thing she's been through is insane, bro. I don't know no other woman that's been through what my mum's been through, and that's smiley, how smiley my mum is, and that's positive, how positive my mum is. Like, I don't know no other woman that, yeah, man, I don't, besides my mum, that's been through so much shit, bro. It's unreal. Like, it's actually unreal when I think about it, bro. And this woman always finds a way to somehow be strong. Like, I don't know how she does it, bro. It's fucked. Because I know I would have folded, probably. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, going homeless, that. Like, bro, we got evicted, like, 3 times, G. Like, I don't think a lot of people don't appreciate things like just having a roof and that. Because it's like, bro, it's a mad thing, bro. It's actually mad, bro. Like, people take this for granted, but it's like, bro, man, I've seen that shit where it's like, bro, when you look at your mum's face and you know she don't know what we're doing next, but she's your mum though, so she's like, in hindsight, she's supposed to know, but she has no idea. Do you get what I'm saying? And we don't know where we're gonna live and all of that, like all these mad things. Like, that man's actually been through that. Me, my brother, and my sister, like, you get what I'm saying? Or when you got a little worse, like even my little sister, bro, actually, it's another woman that I think, wow, like, how are you putting up with so much?
How much do all these events, or how much more
'cause she's
motivation
young, like-
does that give you to succeed?
Insane, bro. Like that is why I'm like this. That is why I'm so on, like, not failing. Like, I don't wanna fail, bro. I can have no money in my account. As long as I'm doing what I need to do, bro, I'm happy, bro. Because that's like the step towards getting to where I need to be. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people get sidetracked. There's another thing I wanted to actually touch on. People get sidetracked by money. I used to be one of those people. Like, nah, man, chase money. But it's like, bro, all this shit you leave behind at the end of it. So now I'm on this thing where it's like, I don't, obviously I want to earn money, we all do. But I'm saying, like, I want to have some sort of legacy behind my thing. And I'm saying, if that means not having as much money as I'd like for X amount of time, then fuck it, so be it. Rather than chasing money, but then you're not chasing your dream enough. And also it's like, bro, sometimes you gotta look at, is this worth it? Like, is this... Sometimes you gotta look at what you're doing to earn what you have and think, is that worth it? That amount you're getting or what you're doing to get it. And then realize, okay, cool, maybe I can... There's other ways, like, you know, there's always other things you can do that are less time consuming. Because money is one thing, but time, bro. Time is... And it's crazy, bro, because I ain't even trying to preach or nothing. Like, I'm only learning these things now, I'll be honest with you, bro. It's only... My mind's only got to this point because for the past month, I've just been doing research on how to change your mind. Like, what... You know, like, we're never taught what these people are doing. Millionaires, billionaires. What do they eat? How do they think? What do they read? Like, these are the things that interest me now. Like, bro, I want to know... You know, when they wake up, what's their morning routine? What time do they wake up at? Like, all these things, bro. And it's like I said, bro, now I'm happy to sound like this. But, bro, if you met me 3-4 months ago, I probably wouldn't even come here, bro. I wouldn't come here. That's the truth. I probably wouldn't even come here because, like I said, I had a horrid summer, bro. So I was turned down for long. Like, while I'm trying to mask it with drinking and that. Like, I was doing that for months. And do you know what's funny? My dad used to be an alcoholic. And then I realized, oh shit, this is how you become an alcoholic. Because, you know, like, my mum told me, it's funny, it's this actually a funny story, yeah, bro. When my dad was in my life and then in the household, we would come back from school and that nigga was always out. Like, as in knocked out, like sleeping. And I always used to think, like, bro, it's 4 o'clock. Why is this guy always sleeping? But when you're young, you think he's taking a nap. But then, when I got to up until a certain age, I walked in the bar, bro, and then I smelt the smell, bro, of alcohol, and I said, oh shit, this is what my dad used to smell like. And then I asked my mum, she said, yeah, like, the reason why he's sleeping, he's not sleeping, he's passed out, G. Like, them man there would just drink till they sleep. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and I always wondered, how do you get to that point? Because you give up. Because people give up. This is what happens, bro. And after last summer, I started drinking a lot more. And then I realized, oh shit, I got to a certain point when man's drinking a lot, like a lot, G. And then I thought, bro, this is how you go mad. This is how you become an alcoholic. This is how... Do you get it? And it was funny because it's like God showed me a lot of these things. Whatever you abuse will abuse you back. You know what I'm saying? That's just life, actually. Like, whatever you abuse will abuse you back. And
what was the turning point then? So what brought you out of
bro, falling in love, G. I fell in love again, bro. Swear to God. I actually fell in love again, bro. Fell in love with myself. Fell in love with the grind again. Fell in love with people. You know what I'm saying? And Yeah, man, I think that's what made me realize, oh shit, like actually life, there's so much more. Like you can you can you can be alright, and also being inspired. Like I have a lot right now. I'm blessed to have a lot of inspiring people around me. You know, that are doing things, that whether it's to do with music or um, business, or do you get what I'm saying? And getting that inspiration, I guess, kind of got me back on track, and also family.
Mm.
Like you need a support system, bro. Like I remember, and I'm not even scared to say this, bro. Yeah, but I remember that summer I was calling my mom every day, crying, bro. No matter what time I'm calling her, she's picking up, and that's very important. Like when you can call your mom at 4 a.m. and she'll just chat to me. I'm crying and that, and she'll just chat to me for time, and sorry, and
That's
that gave me that helped me a lot with um with getting through those type of situations and getting through those things. So yeah, I think a strong support system, that was that helped me get into the point where it's like, I can turn left there, or do you get what I'm saying?
Where
And
do you think
also,
you would be if you didn't have that?
I probably would have gone mad last summer, G, I'll be real. I shouldn't even be smiling because like a lot of people suffer in silence and that. Whereas man, it's the first time where I actually felt like that. Do you get what I'm saying? I never felt like that before. I never felt down, mentally like that in my life before. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was weird, but at the same time, I think it was also like it helped. I don't know, like it was weird, but it helped me understand a lot of things and understand myself more. And now I know, like when I feel a certain way, I know what to do if I feel like that, or if I get this feeling, or do you get what I'm saying? Like you naturally start to understand yourself a lot more and understand your brain and your mind and how it works and what triggers you and this and that. There's a lot of things, but it helped, man. Like mentally, I think I see like Shoko said something about therapy. Like, I think that's a very important thing. I still ain't ever gone to therapy, but I think it's something that I definitely want to approach that.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. No, it's powerful, and I just want to thank you for your honesty and transparency.
Yeah, man.
It's just two things that we pride ourselves on this platform. So I appreciate you.
Do you know what? This is why I came here, bro. I came here because I felt like people are quick to judge. Like, you see me, bro. A lot of people think I'm arrogant, or people think I'm this or I'm that. Like many times, there's been times I met girls or whatever, and bro, I thought you was rude, or I thought, oh, you look arrogant, or when it's like, no, bro. Like, I'm human just like you. I've just been through a lot of things, and another thing is like, bro, man's not. This ain't no pity story. Like a lot of this, bro. I'm saying there's people with way worse stories. Like I've got people around me that have lived worse. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. This is just me. That's just my story, and then it makes me me, and it's for people to understand that. All right, cool. You can actually come out the world a certain way and go through certain things and still be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like find it. You just have to find it in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from, getting evicted with my whole family and not having nowhere to sleep, to then doing modelling and this and that, and or even moving from fucking a whole different country to another country. You know what I'm saying? And going to school and not having money and being poor, like you know what I'm saying? Like you can live all these things and in the end still be alright. Like, do you know a person that inspires me a lot is my brother, bro. See, my older brother, fam, like that guy, yeah, he's sick, bro. He's so sick. He's got 2 kids. He's 2 years older than me. But like the way he handles his life and his kids and his business, and it's insane, bro. Like you need a lot of strength mentally to, like, I could never hack my brother's life, bro. Impossible. impossible, bro. Like 2 kids, a woman, a 9 to 5. Like that's another thing. I couldn't do a 9 to 5, bro. I just can't. I can't say yes to someone. That's when I was telling you earlier. Like I've always been on my own thing where it's like I know that's just not for me. Like, but my brother, like he does that easily. Like he handles that, and on top of that, you know, co-managing with my shit and helping here and helping there. So yeah, like those people, I'm proud to say, like, yeah, they inspire me a lot to know, like, right, if my brother can wake up at 6 in the morning every day, have 2 youths, do this, do that, his household, this, that, and still be on point, then, bro, I have no excuse. I have no excuse, bro.
Facts.
Like, I don't work a 9 to 5. All I gotta do is make music and stay out of trouble.
Facts. So I think the message here really is you can go through whatever turbulences, but
Doesn't
you can
matter,
still
bro.
come out the other side. And I think that is
Yeah.
the perfect message to close on. So like I did earlier, I just want to honestly thank you for your time, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, for real.
It's been an incredible episode.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Thank you,
so
bro.
thank you. Past, present, future, episode 31. How would you like to sign it off?
Shit, man. Just chase your dreams. Chase your dreams, man. And then, yeah, man. To whoever's watching this, go listen to my music and do your research on. And also, don't be shy to follow, DM me. You know what I'm saying? I'm an open person. I'm very, very nice and not anti.
And where can people find you?
On Instagram, it's Aybee for real. So AYBEE. For real, like all together. Twitter, same thing. Snapchat, same thing. And on YouTube, Aybee, AYBEE.
Let's get it, bro. Thank you so much.
Blessings, bro. Blessings, bro. Love.
Love it.